is feelers. Caddis is the raddest, has skills of the baddest. Magic,
Slinging bodyguard.
for status, practically unmatched. Runs all of the gamut, in fact.
He's a reference
Games
guy.
and chatting, bent wizardly hatting, questing, stacking, napping. This
Can't diversify.
witty banter, seeking kitty answers. Roll 20 to scamper. Tune in,
And enjoy the ride.
Brady, the RPG cat. Brady, the RPG cat.
Hello, cats and kittens, felines and felidae, humans and variant humans, every race, class, and subclass. Welcome to Brady the RPG Cat. Tonight, we're doing our third playthrough of Mina the Hollower. At least worthy to say because we've played this for maybe about 4 hours so far, and we've barely even gotten through the introduction. So I'm definitely hoping that my usual tendency to get lost in Souls-likes and Zelda-likes is not going to slow us down too much, and we're going to make some significant progress on this tonight. Alright. So, something I was in the middle of doing is that I was completing a side quest where I actually had to rescue someone. So, I'm going to get right back to that. Let's see what we have here. Let me give myself the ability to draw flies or the ability to stand on spikes. For now, maybe having the extra hit damage is useful. Reacquaint myself with the controls a little bit. Alright. So yeah, we were in the midst of breaking into this building off to the left right here. And trying to see if we could rescue a potential ally. Okay, further reacquaint myself with the controls. Alright. I think I came here quite from this direction. Now, the entrance to this should be, like, right on the other side of this checkpoint. It has been way too long since I cracked this one again. Sorry about that, folks. Alright. Alright. Making sure I start doing these jumps right again. As I sometimes underestimate the overall complexity of this. I mean, I guess just because it's made to look like a Game Boy Color game. Get thee behind me, Mappy. I've got to lead this girl out of the castle. Escort missions. Am I right, gamers? I think I fought my way through the front gate this first time. It's a good thing that there are solely guarding that one room, or else I'd be in a lot of trouble right now. Alright. I spend too long in the air doing hang time. I think that's my major issue with being a hollower. Am I supposed to do anything with the stronghold except potentially to lead her out? Well, I'm gonna have to just come up here and ask her. Seems like the wrong room somehow. Alright. Oh yeah, I have to go south from here. At least I think I have to go south from here. While I'm here, opening up switches so that I can make my trek across here a little easier for some other time, at some other opportunity. Wow, it's amazing I was able to pull that off. I came in like a wrecking ball, but they also had wrecking balls, so we just kind of out-wrecking balled each other. Uh-oh. Well, that was dumb to do, because obviously the mouse hole was at the other end of the cliff. Alright. I think that this is about as far as I can go. Unless I can figure out a way around that allows me to, yeah, get around and through this room. Yeah, if I were to go this way. Okay, there we go. We're making progress. I don't actually know which way we are headed here, but we are definitely getting somewhere. Well, I've opened up the majority of this room. I don't think there's anywhere for me to go but back. Oh, she's been over here this whole time. I thought it was Gunner. Let's get out of here. My name's Reen. Rhymes with clean, but I feel more like cleaning some clocks. And she'll follow me, but then there's some things that she can't do. Like, I don't think that she can, yeah, she can't, jump that distance. So I've got to watch out for that. Alright. Is there any way just to get to the front gates from here? No, I guess that would make things too easy. Yeah, we have to go through the room where I came. She doesn't mind occasionally finding me some objects. I mean, they just kind of put this little obstacle here to remind me of my duty here is only jump 1 block across. Yeah, she can't tunnel through the mouse holes either. Okay. Still just happily digging up of the garbage for me. I'm pretty sure I can't let her get hit by wrecking balls either. Well, I guess, you know, she seems to be relatively immune to them. Okay. Now it's time to get medieval. Ow. I just stood there and I let that happen. Is she just... Is she the one actually dropping the bombs around people? It looks like it. Yeah, I don't want to be that guy when that goes off. Okay, you've got some defensive capabilities. That's good to know. Alright. There we go. Wow, Reen, your quick broom work really helped me out back there. Sorry you got swept up in all this. Thanks. Thorn said if a Hollower touched the generators, it would cause a disaster. So they held me prisoner. I can't even fix the towers, but maybe I can help at the Hollowers Guild Hall in Ossex. I'll meet you there. Alright, ally rescued. Yeah, this is the entrance to the hall again. We've had our fill of that joint by now. I was also in the middle of trying to find the activator in the graveyard, as that I was wondering during my last playthrough if I was actually capable of completing that. I might take another whack at it just for lack of having much other direction in this playthrough. Went through the front gate to the city. Who would have thought it? Alright. So I guess we're supposed to find our way into the guild hall now. I think the guild hall has been closed off to me, but there was absolutely no reason... I mean, now that I've actually rescued somebody, maybe there's a reason in order to let me in there. Alright. I think they rather intentionally made this one kid look like the sticky-faced monster from Undertale. That's just the go-to ugly kid doing things in the street face. And that if I let that guy catch me, that he's gonna try to steal from me. Oh, I wasn't doing nothing. Yeah, whip straightened you out right well. Okay, yeah, we're actually not, I didn't think we're actually allowed to go in there just yet. Try to figure out where the guild hall is. Anything that would actually help me get a leg up on the competition here would be incredibly useful. The underside of this train station. Fight from me, will ya? Stop, just take your bones before there's nothing left of me. Just leave me alone, you took everything I have. There's gotta be a way to break up these areas here where there's kindling. See, that really is kind of sad because, the poor guy is really only stealing bones because he doesn't have too many of his own. He used my bones in order to sustain himself. Can I just buy another key from you? Yeah, why not? It leaves me with just 103 bones. And then I'm going to scope the graveyard again. We're going to end up playing most of that level. We left because we found a way out and around to the area that we were exploring to last. So let's see if we can find that shortcut again. A game with big open world exploration like this has quite a few redundant paths in it. So yeah, we were somewhat hereabouts. The most annoying about this game that people are always pointing out, that you don't have a map in levels. So once you start, you know, backtracking, that gets a little tough to do. So yeah, we found our way into this stage, and that was the furthest we went. We've got this item here that'll give us a random secondary weapon. Trying to time it right so I can get the axe. There we go. If we're about to face a big ugly boss or something, it'd be great to have the axe. This headless statue somehow looks even worse. I think that somewhere in an earlier part of the chamber we're supposed to find the head of that statue, and that's what opens up the area to the final boss. That's what I'm currently operating under. Ow. Just standing right there in the exit. Alright. Do I have enough vials in order to open this? Alright. Alright, so just doing my duty and just trying to backtrack throughout the entirety of the castle. Well, before my valiant rescuer, alas, my fairest love is missing still. My love awaits within these very halls. Pray aid thee in my quest. Yeah, so we're trying to find your girlfriend, I guess. Yikes. Ow. So once again, since I've got somebody following me, I probably can't try to jump the large pits anymore. Alright. Oh, I love it when they run. You know what? Actually, you're better off on that side. Alright. Just makes me rethink my path towards things. Alright. The ghouls' torsos run faster than their legs. Alright. Oh, drat. I thought I might have lost him for good with that one. I've replaced the knife with the axe with the dagger, but I think maybe a dagger might be a little bit more actionable. Alright. Drat. Yeah, sorry about that, chum. I found my way back to the main chamber. I don't think he's gonna help me with anything here. I wonder if they're the person I have to take back to the graveyard to fix the headless statue. I don't think that there's really anything else here for me. Well, let's see if he stays behind if I actually take the exit back to town. Alright. Well, so obviously he can't take these exits to the old graveyard. Yeah, so I'm still helping you find your girlfriend. I hope that she has a solution to this last puzzle. For all the trouble I'm going through. There's another way, or is that simply the way back? This is what the narration for this game has been so far. It's just me complaining and trying to understand where I am most frequently getting lost. Alright, ow. Over here, Yoshi. Step lively, my good man. All this does is it brings me back around here. Not a good place to run away from the spike pillar, boy. This is where I found him. So if I can't leave the dungeon, then what I'm looking for has to be somewhere in this general vicinity. Because I'm not seeing much of a way across to that main section again. Down here. Well, it's another exit, but not one where I can take my escort to. I wonder if that matters or not. I think this is the way I used to get here. Rat. I just have to lose. He's somewhat nonplussed, despite the fact that there's a zombie right next to him. He is nonplussed. As Yacht Club Games, we remember where you leave your NPCs. My love awaits me within these halls. Was that lever your love? Because, I know 50 ways to love your lever. Thank you! Thank you! I'll be here all week. Didn't seem to take any interest in this empty room here. All I gotta say at this point is that there is something that I am severely overlooking. All I can do is I can go here, I can go to the pit where the big roller is. I can fall to my doom, most certainly. Go across here in the room where the arrows are. Come back up here. And this seems to be the entirety of the area I can escort this guy around. Come up here. And this is where I found them again. I'm going full circle each time. I'd like to be rid of you right now, but not in a place where you're just going to get yourself killed by death traps. Okay, it can whip away the arrows. And they'll travel in an opposite direction if I do. Bum 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 bum. Okay, well, it honestly just doesn't seem like there's much I can do for this guy. This was the area that brought me up here, and I can't take him past this area in order to go backwards. I don't know. I think there's something I gotta find in the other room. One of them is the ghoul that has the head that will replenish that statue. The other thing is this person's possible girlfriend. Possible girlfriend. Alleged girlfriend. I couldn't tell you if she exists. Just taking this guy's word for it. Alright. You cannot tunnel me. Tunneling is my whole shtick. I'm Mina the Hollower. I think I'm still preferring the knife to the axe here. Alright. Tunnel down here. I mean, there's probably something there once, but I'm backtracking now. Yay, I actually got a bone up. Let's see. I don't think I have enough bones in order to purchase a good upgrade, so I'll bank them for now. Oh, gee, you saw where I was going, then you put me back here. Well, you can't win for losing. Not in a Yacht Club game. Alright. This is where I beat the mini-boss and got the flies. I don't suppose you happen to be the girlfriend of the guy in that other room, huh? Maybe the smell's coming from me after all. I don't know if I should be taking checkpoints because maybe I want to go to the ones at the top of the tower again. As I'm just intentionally going through the dungeon in reverse because I don't have a particular point of direction. Looks like knife etchings on the chains. Well, my knives don't seem to do anything about it. So many little side quests and puzzles and incidental stuff. So this was the room where I was generally fighting the, Not that the eyes are us. Supplies for sale. Interested. Let's see. Well, I just used my money in a bone-up, so I don't have a lot on me at the moment. Let's see. I think even if I buy a vial, I'm not even capable of holding more than 4. So these guys floating around are poltergeists who were instrumental in helping me to put the heads back on the statues. Now they just seem to be, hardly be able to do anything, because I already got through these areas. Yeah, nothing's gonna move around because these statues all got their heads on them. Well, I thought this was the answer to the puzzle, but I suppose not. Yeah, just traveling in all 3 different directions where I had previously had to do puzzles to put heads on statues. This is often the Souls-like problem for me in a nutshell. You most certainly left behind a bunch of things that you need in order to solve puzzles. So I don't even know if I have to go to the top of this room again or not, because maybe there's also a puzzle solution in addition to the fact that, you know, I had to do all of this in order to open the door. Blah. Okay, well, I'm going to start operating on the assumption that I don't have to backtrack here anymore. So much that I can't make heads or tails of now. So I think I am at a loss here, and the only thing that I can figure out is where this missing statue head might potentially be. And I'm assuming it's still somewhere in the graveyard. This is another war point, and it goes to the Eastern Heath. If I keep traveling in this direction, am I gonna backtrack my way into the graveyard? I think that's most likely what's going to happen. Alright. See, this was the entrance to the whole palace. I don't know if I want to set my checkpoint right at the entrance to the dungeon. It's Brainy the Hollower time. Hello, Mr. Not-So-Anything. Thank you very much for tuning in. You wouldn't happen to have a solution to my little conundrum here. I'm trying to figure where to find the head of the last goddess statue, which more than likely opens the boss in this chamber. You know, assuming that you played this at all. Alright. You know, maybe the clue is on that placard that I read on the entrance here. Let's take a look at it. For one day the bell will toll for thee. The bell. That might be a clue. Yeah, unfortunately you have no knowledge of this game. Well, neither do I, and I'm playing it. So from here I can backtrack to two areas. One of them is an area just outside the village. The other one is just towards the entrance of this palace, which acts as a shortcut to the entrance of the palace again. So these are all shortcuts that'll, you know, help me to backtrack, find other things in the overworld. That sort of song and dance. What I am working on at the moment is, yeah, this was the last area in this dungeon. And this needs a head in order to open up a secret passageway. But I haven't been able to find a head. There's also an NPC hanging around here who says that he's looking for his girlfriend in the midst of all of this. But he won't leave the palace, and he'll only walk around this very small area with me. I kind of looked for a half a second that steering wheel looking thing was a way, like, that's something I could manipulate with my burrowing. And that is just the opposite. That's the way from which I came, in this direction. So, your guess is as good as mine. Is here a small human, or is Mina a big mouse? I scream, for I do not know. There you go. Oh, psh. Okay, that's one solution to a puzzle. I have found the head. Okay, now I just have to carry this to the statue. Uh-oh. Okay, boss hunting time. The Duke decided to take a dip, which is probably a good policy for the Duke. Alright. Good thing I decided to keep the knife. It's been very useful thus far. Alright. Hey, Brainy finds the solution to the dungeon through the use of pure dumb luck. Alright. And just in time for an ad break, too. Uh-oh. I'm in trouble here. Okay, yes, please do not land on me while I'm healing, thank you. Little Jakey, please and thanks. Alright. Rat. Okay. Okay, I thought that was the end of me right there. Unfortunately, it seems as though she missed. Okay, might be in trouble here. Yoicks! And away! Oh. Well, I should have known. There was a second phase to all of this. How many tickles does this lady have? She has 10. She has 10 tickles. Yeah. Uh-oh. The hidden safe area gods have been quite kind to me during this boss battle. Okay, I was trying to see if I could get the darts in order to harm the tentacle monster, but that did not work, unfortunately. Ah, drat. Well, I'm happy to say at least I was able to beat the first phase without dying. Alright. Well, never mind carrying the NPC here. I believe that I am going to need to focus on... No, actually, he seems to be a part of this for some silly reason. So, learn what you're up against, pal. I also, decided to do this in hard mode. Because I apparently decided to go back into the chamber without finding a weapon again. Ow. This all seems so much more wholesome when she was only wielding a club. And she didn't have 8 arms. Okay, well, here's where I'm supposed to pretend that this thing is not going to mutate. Okay, the head is completely immune. Although... Okay, I can't pick it up off of the ground either. I had to learn that the hard way. Just another obstacle in all of this. Ow. Okay, that was the first time a boss actually beat me to a heal. Alright. Ow. Dodging the tentacles is the hardest part. Thankfully, being next to a tentacle doesn't prevent me from healing. Phew. That took some effort, but I'm glad I did it. Well, the Duke, are you happy with the enormous mess that you caused in here? Long had I sought the cure to yonder door. Follow, if you may, beyond its gem. Or I could just go back upstairs. Obliged I am for granting me this boon. To see her dance one more bestilled my heart. One final kindness I must ask of thee, to permanently place the lid upon our tomb. Oh, gee. It's one of those situations. Rod Serling would be quite proud at this moment. At last, my rest eternal, seal me, please. Together we shall be forevermore. Here you go, pal. Thank you, O Hollower. I now retire to joyous solitude. Proto Spark saves you from death once, resets after dying. Okay, that's useful. I just basically have a way to bring myself back to life for once. Okay. Well, might as well take advantage of the checkpoint here. Lord knows, there might be just yet another boss looking to beat the ugly out of me just before I try to turn on the generator. What's up, Mappy? What's happening here? I was hoping to see Stark Tower up close, but what's wrong? An overload tripped the lookout. Now it's low power mode, sealed by fuses. Only a skilled hollower can reset. I'll burrow up through the fuses to lock them down, but I'll have to run ahead of the surge. Looks dangerous, so you'll burrow into those fuses to reset the tower. Yeesh, Mina, good luck. Feel as though that they're always somewhat warning me about good luck. Ooh, nice effect. I haven't seen this one since Kirby's Adventure. Ow. Well, nobody said this was easier. Ow. Okay, not as easy as it looks. Well, looks like I'm still completely healed, so we're going up for round 2. I seem to still have all of my controls intact, despite the sudden verticality of my movement. What am I supposed to do when I hit that wall? That's what I gotta figure out. Oh, okay, so this is part of it. I have to find these little areas right here. And then I have to burrow into them. Okay. Yikes. Did that unseal the door? No. Ow. Okay. So I think I need to be doing this faster. That's what the issue is. This will be great to see in a speedrun someday. Ow. I don't seem to be losing life doing this, but I'm definitely losing currency. Okay, that was a way to get up there. Yeah. Who set so many traps on this thing? Okay, hooray! After two 2-hour playthroughs of this thing, I finally managed to reach one of the main goals. Dear Baron Lionel, I have just restored the first spark generator. Through the flight to reach this has left me battered and breathless. The Marshal of Ossex is right. Monsters prowled the tower's grounds, and the very earth around it was twisted and foul. But destroying these machines would be the worst thing we could do, unleashing something far more greater than the horrors I have faced. Which means that it's more than likely to happen at the end of this adventure. We must press on until every last one is saved. With resolve, Mina. I think I shall take a little nap right here. Yeah. That's one way to get out to the bottom. Well, no, I ain't got any bones in my pocket at the end of all of that. I can quite faithfully just return to the area that I was in before. Ow. So as I recall, is that if I exit on the other end of this waterfall, I can get to the area to the right of the bridge I wasn't able to access before. So I'm going to do that for now. The action never slows down in this game. Everything is actively trying to kill you at all times. Okay then. Alright. Something I'm supposed to do with this kid's kite, but I don't quite know it yet. Hey you, everyone's favorite hollower. You burrow into town and suddenly my heroics are forgotten. I'm sorry, have we met? Don't you remember me? I'm Max, your rival, your better, and the true master of the whip. You stole the spotlight from me 10 years ago. Never again. Today we finish this. Oh boy. Guy's got Black Knight energy. Alright. Perhaps I'm just hoping he'll haphazardly run into all of the umbrellas. Seems to be a strategy that's working so far. Well, he didn't bring a parasol to an axe fight. I'll give him that. Okay, that's actually kind of a neat one. Actually helpful to have the parasol when he's doing that move. Ow. Well, that stinks. Well, I've lost to my rival. I mean, he can do all this action and adventure platforming instead of me now. Guess I was saved all the way back at the generator. Dang it. Dang it indeed. How was I getting back before? So this is the area that was under the crypt that I had found before in the graveyard, but I haven't been able to explore this upper half of it just yet. There's probably like a treasure down here that's worth something. Or it's just another shortcut. This game, love of the shortcuts. It really made me think that there was something important up there once upon a time. Jeez, Knight, take a chill pill. Speaking of chill pills. I think I like taking the other shortcut back to town better. I wasn't able to cross that gap without a parasol before. Ah, the heck with it. We're respawning. Find the other way out of this conundrum. Okay, well, ooze dash, not too bad an idea. Ow. Frickin' birds. No, I actually do think I have a spare key, so I can actually open this barn door now. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that ooze dash is better than throwing stones. Hello, Chop Shop. Howdy, I'm the manager. We gotta wreck these machines. Guess they're out of style. I'll pay you to do the wrecking job. My salvage fee is 50 bones. 17 bones stone will cover the rest. Smash it, crush it, so I don't give a hoot now. Go for it. Hey, look at me. I'm wrecking the car in Street Fighter again. Yeah, I think the weak points are actually presenting themselves. Alright. Got anything else that you smoking a heap? Oh wow, it exposed its mechanical heart for me. Pumps your blood. Okay, there we go. Aim for 30 to meet all the quotas. Alright. Not a bad little bonus game. Well, this is definitely a way to go about it. Is that if I have ooze dashes, I'll just ooze dash through him. I don't think it hurts him. I do think it stuns him for a moment, though. It suddenly occurs to me that I should have found a checkpoint in the middle of all that. That was a mistake I made before. Obviously, this guy is preventing me from using the ones in town. Here we are. Alright. Well, I can pay for a level up now. What would be good? More attack, more defense, more sidearms. Yeah, I think, yeah, I've upgraded everything once. It's time for attack to go to level 2. Alright. Okay, what is in my side items? Okay, the Proto Spark. Oh, I actually have to equip that. I don't get to use the, I don't get to use the Revive and then other items. Well, might as well see if it'll help me to survive this encounter. Where did he get that whip that is quite obviously a lot more advanced than mine? You know, the funny thing is he kind of looks a little bit like me in mouse form. He's got the blue robes. He's got the stocking hat. He's got the unmitigated gall. Okay, it heals me to nearly full, but maybe that's just only because I'm in the early stages right now. Alright. Got it from eBay. Well, you know, a good amount of the wizards in my sect actually abandoned me at this point, so no doubt some of them actually decided to sell their robes on an online website. Nothing personal. Just business. Oh, did he refill? I got knocked into the other screen, and then when I had come back, he refills. Okay, that's something I gotta make sure I don't do. Can I ignore him in this section? Yeah, I think I can. Ow, I am in so much pain. Okay, well, while I'm here, I might as well just save at this convenient little checkpoint right here. Alright. Yeah, I think this dash attack just barely nicks him. Ow. Poured all your buckshot on the wall this time, didn't you? Okay. I've got him on the ropes. Can't get too excited, just stick and move. There you go. What, the whip? I lost by an inch. Your kind always cheats. I'm sorry, but I really must be going. I hope we can let go of old grudges. One day the Hollower name will be done and dusted, and they will call on Maxie to lash out at you all. After all my training, I still couldn't beat you. This thing must have been weighing me down. Trinket bag. Increases the max amount of trinkets that can be equipped at once. Oh, well that actually means I can put a different tertiary weapon in here. Let's see. So he had a... So now I can just keep the Proto Spark in one slot. And then I guess I'll put the shield in the other spot. Tasty looking cloak you got there. Careful now. Predators might take a bite. It seems like the only time I ever get keys is when I buy this from the shop, but... ah well. This is how I choose to progress. I'm sure I've completely locked myself out of an achievement by doing this, but... well, also, I'm not collecting achievements because I did put on the cheat that allows me to hold on to more life power, so... I swear, I saw something dart past the planet. Maybe just a bug or something. See for yourself. Well, there's a great big space station up there. Maybe that's what all the generators are hooked up to. So, you know, this is the way that Yacht Club tends to do a puzzle. I just kind of have to flutter around this until I actually see the shooting star that the Frogman was talking about. From this bench, I could almost picture Lionel and I as neighbors. Imagine that. Thank you for tidying up the crypt and making it respectable. Okay, Paperboy. Bayou beckons adventures, faint croaks echoing westward. Duchess dethroned, stately corpse finally laid to rest. Mina, our quiet saver, she doesn't ask for thanks, but perhaps it's time we gave it. Yell searches south for Reen. Well, yeah, I actually rescued her. Fallon Mirror. Locals claim residents vanish after being pushed into mirrors. Grave claims. Crustastrophe. Alright. So, off to the west is where another occurrence is happening. I haven't found the guild hall again yet. Is that I should speak to Reen again before I leave. I have to figure out how to get past these logs. I was rather taken against my will into the shop. Really in need, huh? Take a look at our stock. I insist. Swell, provisioner. Okay, I bought something. Can I go now? Every time you buy something here, the next one costs more. It's daylight robbery. Welcome to the shop. Here to stock up? Well, no, because I don't have any more cash. Okay, I can't get into where these drain holes are just yet. Okay, we're gonna try to exit west to get to the next area. I'm nothing but meat. I tried to rob you, but I need bones to live. I just need 1,000 bones to regain my body. I'm boneless and hopeless. Well, unfortunately, I don't have the bones to replenish you. I can't get past this bouncer right here. I think I need to get to that upper area in order to leave this place. Or what's this? This is, yeah, that was the other side of the station. See if there's just a way up the steps from here. Alright. I was right about here, but I don't know how to clear the logs yet. I found Reen. I wonder why the newspaper on it hasn't changed yet. Just because, probably because I just haven't found the Thieves Guild. Spare 100 bones. Unfortunately, I don't have them. Yeah, maybe this was the, what I should have unlocked. Strategy Center. Jumping's great. Sometimes the best way to hit something, like this sign here, is with a jumping attack. Throwing won't keep you safe from all damage. Sometimes you gotta walk or jump just like you did to get to me. Sidearms and trinkets can reach where your weapon can't. Use them to break stuff and experiment. Jumping and dodge danger is sometimes even better than a burrow. Okay, well... True treachery leaves a deeper mark. Does that mean I've got to hit you from behind? Ow. Okay, some things I still have yet to uncover from the strategy corner. What's this building here? Well, someone's quote-unquote residence. Something I'm supposed to do for the, draft neck lady here. Hello, Queen Vampiress. Thank you very much for tuning in. Fancy sidearms. Keep it quiet. For a dual sidearm permit, you can see my friend. No amateurs. Come back once you've boned up. This is where the smith is. He makes weapons, but only the weapons that you find out in the wild are the ones you can upgrade. Definitely don't have enough money to afford them at the moment. Well, I have no idea where to go unless I learn how to torch things right quick. Hey, how you doing, buddy? Boy, he does everything he can in order to attract business. This is an area I haven't visited before. And still can't because I don't know that kindling trick. I suppose Lionel just happens to be in his chambers at this point. This part is off limits until all the spark towers are back on. Greetings, Mina. Master Lionel is occupied with important matters. Please respect his privacy. However, he did ask me to deliver a message. You're doing splendidly, Mina. Keep it up. I trust my humble impression of Master Lionel conveyed his kindness and wisdom with utmost precision. Yeah. Well, by gum, it's a mirror. They're all lovely little dears, but turn your back for a moment and they'll be in mischief before you know it. Such adorable little scamps and whatnot. Okay, no real reason to be here. I'm pretty sure lobbing an overhead axe is not the solution to this puzzle. I definitely have to get up on that ledge to go west, but there's still some necessary steps to that. Nope, still don't have enough bones to give to the beggars, unfortunately. No bones for the beggars is probably a expression used somewhere. As I unlock this edge, it is just a ledge. It does not help me in any meaningful way. Okay, well, it's bugging me a little bit, so I'm going to take a moment to look up where the Travelers Guild in town is supposed to be. Let me see. Travelers Guild. Mina the Hollower. Yeah, Escort Ring Guide. Okay, I see what the building looks like now, but, okay, well, to go slightly based on that. So, okay, I believe that it's this building here. And I can't get through it using the logs in the front, but I think I can go this way. Alright. This is the guild hall, though it's seen better days. If you're really a hollower, you'll know how to get in. This place is in ruins. If we were to have any hope of getting back at Thorn, we need to work together. Come on, Muriel, let's get things back in order. It's Halloween time! Ta-da! Our haven shines anew, but still no sign of Drillheart. Oh, and now I can customize your Underlabs look. Hop in to browse the themes. Yay, free key. Free key, D-key. At last, the trouble yields to Drillheart the Hollower. My horns ache, but my purpose endures. Ah, it's been ages since we carved our first Underlabs, hasn't it? Your Underlab calls for care. The soil begs for my refined touch. Why not? Unfortunately, I can't afford any of the upgrades just yet. Oh, Mina, want to go to the Underlab for some redecoration? Well, I definitely can change themes here, but once again, yeah. Not enough bones for anything. Okay, well, obviously that's all they do. Oh, bonus area here. That just takes me out the back. Does it take me back in? Okay, that's good. Maybe you'd have an easier time if you had a mighty hammer. Okay, yeah, that's all everyone does here. That's a shame. I was hoping for more of a direct upgrade, but... Okay, yeah, so you just have to find the trigger log, and that's how you get rid of those log areas. Alright. Had to figure out how to hit some of these. I still think my next major adventure lies to the west, but unfortunately I still need to figure out how to get there. Well, the more important thing is that since I talked to Reen now, have I managed to update the newspaper? Nope. Locals claim residents vanish after being flushed into mirrors. Is it true? Well, there's the big mirror in the courtyard. I don't know if I can quite make it there yet. So obviously there isn't a clear way in order to go north with a big castle there. So the mirror area has to be where the castle courtyard is. Ah, that almost seemed like something. Like this might have been a secret exit or something along those lines. There's a couple of ropes here, which means that I can get to the upper area. But I don't quite have a means of coming down yet. Alright. Well, look in the mirror in the grand hall a little bit more for a moment. Scroll it around. I can press the Y button to change my expression. The question is, how do I get somebody to push me into a mirror? Have you noticed how many windows they have? Well, you should. This is Lionel's special commission. He wants them all cut, set, and glazed to perfection. I construct them all, every single one. You do anything with mirrors? Can you push me into one so I can investigate it? So one time while I was wandering back here, I just saw somebody exit the mirror. Or at least I think I did. Maybe I only saw my own reflection. Well, don't get me wrong, folks. I'm really happy that I managed to save the break the first generator. But there's still 3 generators to go, and I need a point of direction in order to figure out how to get to the next one. Oh yeah, I was holding on to another key. Well, now I've opened up this area. Maybe this lady here was just trying to get to her tea table. You found me out. My noise betrays me, and so does my courage. How can I ever hope to woo her? I long to speak to her, yet my courage fails. Perhaps with the right gift I could. And every time I whip him, his nose sticks out. Probably have to be standing somewhere specific. Okay. I wasn't expecting that. He just serves as a shortcut to the eastern area. Ahoy there, warrior. Stay sharp. We've hunted the elusive Dugan to this very spot. You think it's close. It's where Father went missing. If it shows up, you can help us out, but don't get caught in the crossfire. Dugan? It's a bunny rabbit. Curse you, bunny rabbit. You took my father. Prepare to die. Well, just helping these kids hunt a rabbit thing. They've got some interesting weapons, but probably something that's not going to be too helpful in the long run. I have to worry about the kids more than the rabbity thing. Wahoo! We got on for a moment. Did you see him transform? Surely we'll get him for good for next time with your help. Farewell. Okay, that's a beginning of a different kind of side quest. So, after whipping that guy's nose and climbing over it, I simply found myself at the far outside of the, again. And now there's a naked guy sunbathing here. What a lovely chilly evening. The moon's brighter than usual tonight, perfect for basking. Have you brought some moon tan lotion? Alright. There's yet another convenient puzzle right here. Something to do with, yeah, a maze and some light-head areas. Probably easier to do this with the whip than the other 2 weapons. Is this just going to lead full circle? I think it's just going to lead full circle. Yeah, I'm in the same area that eventually led me to the graveyard. They definitely came up with a lot of creative ways in order to get around the map, but some of them just have a tendency to become redundant after a while. This is a warp area. Okay, well that's fast travel around the town, it seems. I gotta find the pipe that connects to that one. Hopefully there's just gonna be an open porthole for that somewhere. I can see where the pipe is kind of sticking out of the floor here. Seems to end roughly about here. Oh, I see what I have to do. Oh, I thought if I bribed that guy that he would move on. You smuggled me under his toes into the music hall more than once. If I had Lionel. I don't think Lionel is going to stop being brooding and mysterious in his bedroom in order to help me with that, though. Okay, well, unfortunately, yeah, we're reaching the 2-hour mark, and I'm afraid I'm at a loss. So it's more than likely I'll sign off for now, and then look online for what the solution is going to be for the next area I'm going to need to go to. So, yeah, let's go ahead and let's raid out for now. Let's see, who can we pay a visit to? Let's go to Twitch really quick. And let's see who might be on right now. Pocket Paris might be fun. They're a dinosaur VTuber right now. They're in the middle of playing Subnautica. Let's see. We also have the Goblin Burrows. How about let's do something just a little bit different. Let's go over to Yanomancer. This would be my first time reading them, even though I've seen them a lot. And let's see. See, right now they seem to be in the middle of playing a game of Wheel, Wheel, Wheels. Is that my partner when it comes to being a wizard cat here on Twitch. Let's go pay them a visit. Thank you so much for the stream. Thank you very much for tuning in. I appreciate you a lot, Mr. Not So Anything. Okay. Alright, folks, so I'm going to be starting a new schedule. Is that I'm more than likely going to be posting it right on Monday, because I personally just want to put myself in a position where I'm doing a lot of art streams, mostly because I am wrapping up the production of a Brainy comic and also another comic that I'm going to be debuting at the end of the month at a local convention. So I have to do all that drawing, and I would like to dedicate some streams to it. And that's all I got to say about that. So, thank you everybody for tuning in. Remember, BRANY means smart. Nothing is too hard if you use your head. Always be the change you want to see in the world. Have a good evening, everybody. And, oh, well, yeah. Hey, Villain the Legend, thank you very much for tuning in. Is that, yeah, you caught us just as we were raiding out. But, yeah. Say hi to Yanomancer for me. Have a good evening, everybody. Thank you very much for watching.